car stalled.
Give it a push, yeah? By the way, guys, it's the second day. We're on our way to Zuti. I'm sleeping in the back, in the middle of the road. Well, at least we're out of traffic light, so it's not too bad. They got another car for us already. This place should be familiar. Probably seen this place twice before. You've seen it a third time. Obviously, when I came, it wasn't as organized. It was all over the place. Assalamu alaikum.
النور نورك جملك والشوق كل الشوق لك يا طريقي هيجتنا فاقرأ لنرقى جنتك منك الهدى ملء السماء سبحان من قد علمك سبحان من قد علمك والكون يسكن حينما حبرته كي يسمعك والليل مل من الظلام.
I'm always taking the piss out of me. You know why? Well, I tell them why.
You know, this guy here,
this
mashallah, he's got a good voice.
Hold on.
But he always wakes up late.
This guy's using it. This guy, when I tell them, when I violate. Nah, I'll keep it quiet. This is Zach. Looking cool. Having his sunglasses indoors, just for the vibes with the kufi in that.
You know, this ain't gonna be my first trip of Yahya, inshallah. Stay tuned, we're doing some big things behind the scenes.
مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. What recitation?
Quran.
Nobody told me about this. I didn't sign up for it.
I'm telling you now.
I'm not even dressed. Brothers put me on the spot. I don't even know what to recite. Muslims around the world. An oversized LATW shirt to wear. له فيها أنا حافظ. أعوذ من الشيطان. أعوذ من الشيطان الرجيم. يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب. It's a mad vlog. I don't know if they recorded that or not. I'm gonna have to see. So I came up and I was like, I'm gonna read the Ayatul Kursi in my head, yeah? I'm gonna read the Ayatul Kursi. This is all last minute. I'm like, Ayatul Kursi, you can't go wrong. And then I come up to the mic and I'm like, this is an opening ceremony of a masjid. I love Ayatul Kursi, but I need to recite something that suits the circumstance and the situation. So I was like, yeah, Surah An-Nur. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه. But I just start reading and then boom, it just disappeared from my head, subhanAllah. And I said, A'udhu billahi min shaitan, and then I went again, alhamdulillah, I recited it. But even the Sheikh, he was correcting me. I was like, Sheikh, I know it. I'm going to go again. We'll give this a second shot. A'udhu billahi min shaitan rajim. And it's mad, subhanAllah. I'm blaming my inadequacy and lack of hifz on shaitan, but to be honest, you could say فَأَنْسَانِينُ الشَّيْطَانُ وَأَنْ أَذْكُرَهُ. Could happen. And I did know. I don't know, man. I'm overall disappointed, man. If I only had a bit of time to prepare. It is what it is, though. You know, you can't dwell on the past. What does the Sha'ar say? What does the poet say? وَدَعِ الذِّكْرَ لِأَيَّامِ الصِّبَا فَلِأَيَّامِ الصِّبَا نَجْمٌ أَثَرٌ. Alas, it's gone. It's over. We look ahead. It's not that bad. I'm talking as if it was like the biggest flop in the world.
ذكر الكتاب بآيه ذا النون والرب أقسم فيه بالزيتون فالله يقسم بالعظيم لأنه أدرى بأعظم ما برى في الكون ولذا أتى وقف فريد شامخ ومبارك في المصحف المكنون، لولا اعتلاه لما أتى في مصحفي في التين بعد الشرح والزيتون. إن الذين بكل بذل أنفقوا فلهم ثواب ليس بالممنون، واليوم جئنا بالأجور إلى الملا في وقف زيتون الهدى المليون، في وقف زيتون الهدى المليون.
Look how well dressed this man is. Allahumma barik. Look at this. MashaAllah. Managed to get a chair. Alhamdulillah. The brothers made some space. And they introduced me to lemon cola. This thing bangs.
This is proper chap.
Okay, it's called chap, as you can tell. You know how I know it bangs? Because it actually tastes nice without it being cold. It's literally beyond lukewarm right now. If I leave it for a bit more, it'll start boiling. So imagine it with a bit of ice and having that refreshment aspect of it. It'll be something different.
That texture.
Yeah, that extra brother. Who remembers this brother here? Hey. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Oh bro, this is some vibe, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this message is for the orphans. Yeah, there was a load of officials earlier, and all this fancy ceremonies and stuff like that. All these official spokespeople aside, you know we don't do that. These are the kids that matter, bro. And it's their message, wallahi, that brings me a happiness that I can't even describe. I can't put into words. Like seeing them come in, sit down. This is the spot where they're gonna chill. This is the spot where they're gonna play. This is the spot where they're gonna read Quran. This is the spot where they're gonna pray. The design's actually very interesting because there's the holes within the masjid and it lets all the air in, so it's like super cool. So see all these little holes? It literally gets all the air in, and it's a shade, and there's fans up here. Get my gimbal shots, and I'm finding it quite impossible. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى. Everyone's just chilling around. Yusuf, who's one of MATW's volunteers that flew him out because he's been years with them, he's reading the Quran and they just gathered around. This is the camera, brother. This is the camera. He's trying to use it. Look at this guy, man. Look at his brother. Asking the orphans to give him back massages and that. Pray Fajr prayer in the center. It's the first Fajr prayer to ever pray with the kids, bro. We should be praying it every single day with them, but it's only because the hotel's 45 minutes away. It's 45 minutes up, 45 minutes back. That's a whole hour and a half. Mish-ins. I'm not gonna lie to you. Before coming here, I actually asked one of the lads that works there. I was like, yo, can you hook me up with a room over here, like a guest room or something? He's like, yeah, I'll look into it. And then he was like, no, we don't have anything available right now. It's either all packed out or they just don't have something. I don't know. But it would be sick if you could just stay here in the facility with the kids, spend some time with them, learn some French or teach them some Arabic, because obviously the language barrier as a clock. But if I also had my room here, I'd go conk out right now. I woke up at 3:30, obviously to make it here in time for Fajr, because Fajr literally starts at 4:15. 4:15, you know, when you have it down to the T, that's when you know. But anyways, what was I gonna say? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Yeah, teach them Arabic, get engaged with them, go back to my room, go to sleep. I woke up early, slept late. Ideally, go to sleep, you'd wake up and then you wouldn't sleep, you'd sleep aqalula, because that's the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, burika li ummati fi bukuriya, there's barakah, there's blessings in being up this early. Even now, they're memorizing the Quran at this very moment. You can't hear them. They're in the masjid right now, in their new facility, doing their hifz. But that's when memorization kicks in. That's when it's actually easy to pick things up and learn and soak all the information. Fajr time is like the best time. The beach is right here. Mahmoud's going through a bit of a heat rush, sweat rush, so he thinks if he goes to the sea, it can fix him. But I'm telling him, he needs to moisturize. You need to moisturize, brother. It's not gonna help you. I have the same situation as well. You know what? First time I came, I thought it was because of hotel sheets. So I was like, oh man, these hotel sheets are actually mad. And then once I got back, I kind of searched it up. It's like when you sweat and then your skin's dry, it creates these heat rashes and stuff like that. So I have all over my legs. And Mahmoud was like, yeah, I have on my legs, on my hands, everything. All of MATW's land. They've got this land back, but then they have some land complications over there. Africa is universal. Assalamu alaikum. People selling them the land, then finding out that they're not the actual original owners, or people selling them the land and then saying, oh, I want more. They literally build a wall around their plot of land, because obviously all this land isn't owned by one person. It's like they bought separate plots, so every single plot has its own issue. Bro, land problems and land issues in Africa are just another level, bro. And it's interesting to see it's not only a Gambia issue. The whole reason why we still haven't progressed with our orphanage is because we can't find land that's like 100% legit as well. These are things that you can't really see. It's just paperwork type of stuff, you know. You just have to firm it and make dua until, inshallah, we find something that's good.
The university is sitting this way. We're gonna open this up, break through the walls.
Beside the masjid, there's the wudu area, then there's the university.
Yeah.
And the university, there's no access to it directly. Correct. But he's saying that when it's finished, they're gonna break this down, so then there's direct access from the actual road straight into the university. And by the way, this is the original orphanage. This is the first ever orphanage. Like, look at that. And then look at the renovations that were being made in the masjid now that they've built Allahumma barik. You don't think, how am I going to build a big massive masjid, the biggest masjid in Togo? You start off small, you start off something light, easy. You do it for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. And then once you've started your work, khalas, things pick up. You know, especially if it's done for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. It's done for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. وَمَنْ يَتَقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. Things will be facilitated, things will be made easy. A project that you see as massive, you start off small, and then it's huge. I'm not specifically speaking just now about MATW. I'm also speaking about any other projects. MATW started with Ali Banat, Allah yarhamah. But he was sincere. But he was sincere, and he died on the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He forsake his wealth. He was like, I want to do something for my akhirah. And now look, this is something that keeps on giving. And that's all going to be not only in Ali Banat's reward, but also anybody who's donated, anybody who's partaken in it. Bro, the thing is with the masjid, if you even invest in one block, like that's the best thing about investing in building. If you invest in one block, you've invested for life. That block is going to stick around. As long as that block is around, you're getting rewarded for that, which is insane. One block, that's it. That's why it's a sadaqah jari. It's something, sadaqah that keeps giving and keeps running. I like the stream. That's why I always recommend at least once in your lifetime, invest in a masjid or invest in like an orphanage or something that's going to remain solid, that's going to, you know, or buy land for waqf and give it away for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal, so they can do mashari'a khairiyya, whatever it is, but something that can stay there and sustain and live and outlive your life as well, your lifespan, so you can actually benefit from it when you're in the grave, you know. And it's something that feel and reap the rewards of it, not now, because our sight is very short. Our sight is very, very short. We don't see a lot of things until Ayn al-Yaqeen comes, until death comes, and then you realize. It made me do a promo campaign, shot it with Henry himself, yeah, as if I'm an MATW brand ambassador, but we move with it, no problem.
Mad things, mad things.
Just put me in the spot. He goes, bro, I need you for a quick thing. I'm like, yeah, what is it? He's like, oh, put on your thobe. I was like, yeah? Like, what's happening? He goes, nah, come, I need you. We come up into the message. He goes, listen, can you give a few little two words for the camera? I was like, oh, no worries. All the kids are lining up. By the way, I don't know what this meal is. I don't know what this is. But
It's porridge.
ah, it's porridge. Okay, okay. I was thinking, what is this? Because you know how they eat it? They drink it. They don't eat it. So we eat porridge with a spoon. They actually drink the porridge. Look, 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 look. I'll show you now. So another thing with traveling with the group or being with the group is you have to wait for the brand ambassadors. Obviously, I'm not a brand ambassador. I'm not officially like that with MATW. But there are some people that are here on this trip officially with MATW who are brand ambassadors, who are obviously fundraising for them and stuff like that. And they have to get their content. So while they're getting the content, I'm just here chilling with the girls, having their party. I'm not gonna lie to you. See this jalsa right here, this gamiza, me sitting down with these kids, nothing can buy that. I'm telling you. The feeling that you get in your heart, wallahi, it truly softens heart. Just sitting here with the kids, looking at them, they look at you, that in itself is priceless. It's every single person needs to experience this or try experience this at least once in their life. Like, look, I'm just sitting down, chilling, and just seeing these kids happy, fed. It's such a wholesome experience. It's an experience that it's indescribable. I can't describe it to you. I'm trying my best to describe it to you, but all I'm gonna say is it softens the heart.